and party every day. Madam Contest Chair, Toastmasters and guests, when I was 10 years old, I knew that I was going to be the lead trombone player for KISS. What? It could have happened. My dream was crushed by my mother. All she used to say was, KISS doesn't have a trombone player. But all I wanted to do was play music, make a lot of money, and meet a lot of chicks. I never donned the makeup, the 6-inch platform boots, and I never learned to spit blood or breathe fire. I went to college. If I wasn't going to play lead trombone for KISS, I was going to be a band teacher. Your typical band teacher is part hipster doofus, part cool guy, maybe a little grouchy, possibly an old hippie, but he probably missed his musical boat. I didn't want that to happen to me. I wanted fire to come out of my trombone! But I teach little kids how to play music. I had to get out of teaching, but KISS doesn't have a horn section. So I found out that band students make a lot of excuses, like all of us do. Mr. Cook, I didn't know today was band. Mr. Cook, I remembered my saxophone, but I left it in my dad's car. Mr. Cook, I know today's our concert, but I left my music at home. My favorite excuse was this. Mr. Cook, I remembered my flute, but I forgot it at home. I was perplexed by this. How can you remember and forget at the same time? I had to find a way out of teaching. I knew what I would do is I would take all of these excuses and I would write them down. And I would add cartoons to them. And I would put them in a book. And I would publish this book. And I would sell this book at music teacher conferences. I could tell stories and sell my books to parents and teachers and students. And I would never, ever have to teach again. My excuse for not writing my book of excuses, is that all of my stories are on my father's. I don't have an app for that. So some of the good stories that are on my disc. Mr. Cook, I couldn't practice this week. I got a new pet. Okay, so you got a new dog. You spent the week taking your dog for a walk and teaching her to roll over and play fetch. No, Mr. Cook, I got a sea monkey. Okay, I got sea monkeys when I was a kid. We used to buy them in the back of a comic book. And then you put them in water. And then 3 days later it would die. What did you do the other 4 days? Well, Mr. Cook, I got 2 sea monkeys. I had a student who couldn't play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star because his religion didn't believe in astrology. Let's all sing Twinkle Twinkle. Here we are. A 1, 2, ready, and twinkle, twinkle, little star. Good. I told him to play the alphabet song. Let's sing that. 1, 2, ready. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's the same song. When we worked on rhythmic variation, I told him to play Ba Ba Black Sheep. Here we go. 1, 2. No, we're not going to sing. That's crazy. I worked in a town at 3 elementary schools. One school gave me a classroom, one school gave me a closet, and one gave me a coat hook. Someone said, your dreams need to be specific. My dreams didn't have a coat hook in it. One day I was pushing my homeless teacher music cart into the 2nd grade. I was attacked by 3 8-year-old girls. They ran up hugging my guitar, hugging my legs. Oh, Mr. Cook, you're the best guitar player. Oh, Mr. Cook, you're the best music teacher. Oh, Mr. Cook, we love you. I looked at the classroom teacher and I said, I always wanted the girls to go crazy for me. But I should have been more specific. I wish they were 22. We all have a lot of excuses, and I've certainly got mine. But people ask me all the time, they say, Charlie, how come band teachers are so crabby and grouchy? If they don't like kids, why do they get into teaching? I said the same thing every time. We wanted to play music, we wanted to make a lot of money, we wanted to meet a lot of chicks. But instead, we play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I wonder if Kiss will ever add that to their set list. Madam Chair.